This is Andre Banks with my brother Damian Banks for Banks Credit Chat, and today we're going to talk about tips on how to protect your credit once you start establishing. Now, other videos in the past have talked about how to build credit, but today we're talking about how to protect it once you build it. So my brother's going to spearhead this, and I might chime in for a couple of different things.
All right, the key that I say for outside use of the credit card, tips on preventing it being misused or someone getting access to it, I advise you guys to always look at what machines you're using, whether it be an ATM machine, if wires are hanging out or things are loose or it looks like it's in a nondescript area. I wouldn't advise you to use it there, okay? People tend to want to use credit cards like they use debit cards. They want to use them everywhere, anywhere. I wouldn't go to an area of a mom and pop store where they look like they're selling bubble gum and CDs and then you're just swiping your credit card for a $10 and over purchase. I mean, just be cautious of the areas you use them in. Also, I want you to look out for phone calls where people ask you for information. These are other ways that people try to obtain your credit or obtain enough information to get your credit. So when you get a call, just know that IRS is not going to call you and ask for the last four of your social or your full social, okay? Most people are not going to ask certain questions. They shouldn't be asking for your date of birth or your social security number or trying to get you to guess certain questions. So just be mindful of the calls you get. It's a lot of solicitation. It's a lot of people that's good to manipulate you. I just want you to be cautious of these people because when building your credit, the easiest thing is for it to be destroyed or it to be tampered with or it to be just messed up in any kind of way. And you don't want that because as much time as it takes to build it, it's so easy for it to be destroyed and it takes just as much time to fix it. Okay? So that's all.
Just to chime in on this. So if you see an area that, like, if you buy in a red box is pretty much used a lot of areas. If it seems like it's a suspicious area, you shouldn't use it there.
I mean, yeah, most likely the red boxes should be in very good places like the CVS and all. But if you go to a more rural area or a more demographic that's just, it looks like a lot of things are going on and the machine looks tampered or it looks loose or screws look loose or it looks like something was placed on top of it or wires are hanging. I just wouldn't advise you to use your credit card there. You know, these are things that these people might have a skimmer machine and we'll talk about that. We'll get into depth about other devices that people use to obtain credit, but that's a whole nother topic. I just want you to protect yourself by being mindful of the places and the areas you're in when using your credit, okay? And if you ever get any kind of phone calls, hey, hi, your name is David Smith. Last four of your social is... I don't think that's a good answer. Did you just chime right in and just give them answers like, yeah, 9892, that's me. No. Who are you? Where are you calling from? Get a little more details on that. Is there a number I can call you back at? Ask them some questions, okay? Don't be so fast to give information. Hi, we're the IRS. We're calling. We just like to know your social. We have some funds we'd like to get back to you. Not going to happen, okay? Be very careful.
Now, these seem very basic, but the basics is sometimes what people forget and what they become accustomed to, especially if you got older family members and they're not suspecting the calls. They're the first ones to get scammed and taking out the hard credit that you're building up. So even though it sounds common, and it seems like this is common sense, you should know these different things. We found out through life.
Common sense is not as common as you think. That's what you find out in life.
That's what you find out in life. All right. If this video has been any value to you, please subscribe, leave some comments until our next video. We're definitely out. Look out for us next video.